U.S. President Donald Trump says Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been killed by U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran. In a post on Truth Social, Trump wrote, Khamenei, one of the most evil people in history, is dead. This is not only justice for the people of Iran, but also great Americans and those people, many countries throughout the world, that would have been killed or mutilated. He goes on to say the heavy pinpoint bombing, however, will continue uninterrupted throughout the week or as long as necessary to achieve our objective of peace throughout the Middle East and indeed the world. Trump also encouraged Iranians to take back their country.
To the great, proud people of Iran, I say tonight that the hour of your freedom is at hand. Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
Now, today's military assault on Iran is a critical moment with the potential to reshape the region with profound effects for the people of Iran. This new video released by the U.S. military showing the impact of several of those attacks across Iran on military, government, and strategic sites. Now, analysts say the operation appears to be motivated not only by security concerns, but also a broader objective, regime change.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!
In response, Iran is launching missile and drone attacks targeting Israel and U.S. military bases across the Middle East, including Gulf states that host American forces. Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan all say they've intercepted missiles that were fired from Iran. The scale and damage across the region and number of casualties still remains unclear. CBC senior correspondent Sasha Petrusek has been following the latest developments from our Toronto newsroom. Now, you recently returned from Jerusalem. You've been covering the region for many years, Sasha. And as we mentioned, Trump is now saying, posting on Truth Social, that Khomeini is dead. Now, this has not been verified from CBC, but a massive statement to put out there. What's your reaction?
Well, this is what the Americans have been saying. Donald Trump now. It's also what we've been hearing from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, other Israeli officials as well. The Israelis were the ones who were in charge of that strike on a meeting of top Iranian leadership first thing this morning. They claim that they have identified a body which is Khamenei's, but at this point, it's not clear. In fact, the Iranians are denying that. They have been saying this afternoon that he is safe and sound and still in charge. So I think we have to wait a little while. Obviously, both sides have their interests in pushing whether he's alive or dead, because he's not only the one in charge and calling the shots, but he's also a highly important symbolic leader. And if he's gone, then that would be a big victory for both Israel and the United States, at least for the moment.
We've been talking about those attacks around the region, but can you give us a sense of what we now know is happening currently in Iran?
That is a very difficult picture to paint. However, we have heard that Israel has recently launched a new series of airstrikes in central and western Iran, targeting specifically ballistic missiles and air defenses. That's what they did earlier today, but they're back again to do it again. The Americans have been sending in their planes and their ships as well. Iran has been responding, as you mentioned, and aiming and in some cases hitting close to American facilities in the region. They have also scored direct hits on Israel, in Tel Aviv, and in other places. We've heard of that as well, with serious injuries in those places too. So not clear exactly what we are seeing in each of these cases because of censorship, because of internet outages. but that's the picture at the moment.
So we have seen missiles get through those defense systems in Israel, still getting reports of casualties, still waiting for some of that to be verified. But as someone who has just been there and worked there for many years, I mean, this could be a very long road for Israel. What's your sense of the atmosphere and how they're taking the events of the past few hours?
Throughout the month of February when I was there, every single day people would say to me, when is it coming? They all were there listening to the news and following social media to try to track when those missiles were going to come. Of course, everybody has a strong memory of what happened last June, again, when there were Iranian missiles in the skies and more than 40 people who were killed at that time. At that time, Iran started targeting civilian centers, and they had some success. And so now people have been running back and forth to air raid shelters and trying to stay out of the way because they think that's what's going to happen again now.
All right. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
That is CBC's Sasha Petrusik.